welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Karen Prince. Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to show you how I got these boho human hair in braids. Okay, I love my hair. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. If you want to find out how I achieve this style, go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so here's what you're going to need. All right, this is the type of hair that I used. Okay, I used 6 packs of this hair. All right, 6 packs. This hair is 48 inches, and this is the color number 4. That's what I went with, and this hair is pre-stretched. Okay, so this is some hair that I had left over. It was a wig that I had made for my birthday. I didn't like the way the hair looked or turned out, so I decided to use it for these braids. Now I used about I used about a quarter or nearly half of a U-part wig. Okay, so I say if you want to try this, get you about 2 bundles. Okay, 2 bundles of hair. And now you can use pack hair from the beauty supply too as well, but I believe this hair measures around 12 to 14 inches. Okay, gonna need a rat tail comb. You may or may not need a crochet needle. Scissors are a must. Okay, excuse me, my station, you know, I just finished doing my hair. So these duck clips are a must. You need these. You need these duck clips. Okay, don't judge me. All right, things are not clean right now because I just finished doing my hair. What I use to braid with is my tried and true organics extra virgin olive oil hair. My extra virgin olive oil organics edge smoothing gel. This is what I love to use while I braid my hair. I smooth this along my parts, and this will help me get my parts straight. Very important that you get you some nail glue. It's very important that you get some nail glue. This is what I used. It was just $1 at my beauty supply, so I bought it, and that's it. All right, so here we go. All right, so this is about how much hair I will use per braid. Okay, in the front, I wanted my braids to be, I wanted the knots to be small because I initially wanted knotless braids, so I did knotless braids in the back, but me trying to grip my sides with me having a TWA, that didn't work out for the front, so I went with knotless braids, but I wanted my knots to be small, so I used a small amount of hair. Now, I do not know how to describe how to put a knotless braid on, so I'm just going to put it on, okay? And hopefully you can see how I'm doing it. I will say that I separate the strand of hair into 2 pieces like this, and I just hold the other side all together, but I keep these 2 separate. Separate my hair. Now, usually at this point, I'll be putting my organics edge control all on that little section, but I'm not going to do it because it already has it on there. And I just take the hair, split it with my 2 fingers, and then I start to braid. Now, I didn't braid that tight at all. None of my braids are tight, so I'm not putting too much tension on my hair. All right, so then you're gonna wanna braid it down. Now, since my hair is short and blunt, I did my best to kind of use some edge gel and put the gel on my hair as I braid, because it will stick out the braid because I'm not using a lot of hair, and my hair is short and blunt, like I said. So that kind of helps it stay in for a little bit, but sometimes it does pop out. Now, if you use more hair, you won't have that issue, but I don't want a lot of hair, and I'm not really tripping off of that. Now, what you want to do is next get your human hair. I have this wig here, and I'm cutting some off. Okay, so once you cut the hair off the track, you're going to want to separate it into smaller pieces, right? Like this. So, you know, you can make these as thick or as thin as you want to. It's up to you, all right? But then you want to decide how many pieces you want to put on one braid. For this braid, I'll just do 4, because that's about how much hair I cut off for one. So I'll just do 4 pieces. So let me show you how you add these in, or how I added mine in. I will begin to braid. Then what I do is I line it up with one of the strands that I'm already braiding. Clip the hair out of the way. You can see the strand is lined up with that middle braid, and I just continue to braid. You can use more hair gel as you go. And now this is up to you. Now, when I braided my hair, I put as many as 1 to 4 or 5 pieces per strand. It's up to how you want the hair to look, okay? Or how you want the style to look. Now, you're going to get a lot of pieces that stick out and stuff. You could just cut them off. But so I'm going to take another piece. Line it up with that middle one. Clip it out the way. And then begin to braid. You want to kind of hold it like with your thumb and stuff so that it's not moving and stuff. And you just keep braiding down. Now I'm going to put in another piece. In that middle section again, I just always like to line it up with the middle. You can line it up with any section that you feel comfortable with, but you know, do what works for you. I like to line it up with the middle and just keep braiding. Now, like I said, you can put as many or as little pieces on each braid as you like. Now here comes the last piece. I like to kind of stretch the last piece so that you don't get this blunt end too bad. So how I stretch it is I just hold it and I pull it apart and place it back in my hand. Pull it apart, place it back in my hand. Okay, you're still going to get those pieces that stick out anyway, but now we're going to start back braiding. And we're just going to add it in the middle. This time I'm not going to use a clip, so I'm just holding it with my thumb in place and my pointer finger, using those 2 fingers to hold it in place. And I'm going to start braiding and just hold on to it until it's secure, okay? Just keep placing your finger right over that part. Hold on to it till it's secure, and braid down and braid down and braid down. Now, once I've gotten a little bit of waves like that, I like to take my nail glue, and now I'm going to put the glue on this little section right here, like that. And then I'm going to kind of pull it tight so that that glue could like seep into that braid, into that little, oops. And then I'm just going to keep braiding. And at this point, you can really stop where you want because you put that glue on there. But I just like to braid mine down a little bit further just to add more security. And that is it. And there you have it. That's what one braid is going to look like. Okay, so that's how I did my braids. All right, that's how I did it. But there are some things that I kind of just want to share with you, just so you know, just so I can explain a little bit further on how I achieved this look. So first I just want to show you my parting, okay? All right, so that's what my parting looks like. I'll put the amount of braids that I'll have right here. I'll put them right here because I have not counted them yet, and I will count them later. Now, I think I mentioned it before, but in the back of my head are knotless braids, okay? I started off knotless. I wanted to do knotless, but the hair on the sides of my hair was too short because I have a TWA. That's why I went ahead and went with the small knotted braids, okay? Each braid has about 1 to 5 pieces of human hair on there. Sometimes I will put 2 strands on, sometimes I'll put 1 strand on. Like, I'll just pull out a section in the back so you can kind of see what I'm talking about, but it's all up to you, okay? You can put as many or as little as you want. Like, this piece has 1 strand right here, and I didn't put another one on till I got to the bottom. My next piece, what's another piece back here? 1 strand right here, 1 strand at the bottom, 1 strand right here, 1 strand right here, 1 strand at the bottom. A tip, if you want your ends to look kind of fuller, what I started to do kind of throughout my head was that before I added that last piece that would cap off the end of the braid for the human hair, I'll put one close to the end so it could seem kind of full. So I'll put a strand that will hang out close to the end but not the end piece, and that will add more fullness. For my edges, I didn't go as long, so this piece is short. I have 2 braids over here that are short. These are okay. So if you want to save your edges, use small amount of hair, use a small amount of braiding hair. Don't braid it tight and don't braid it as long, okay, if you are trying to preserve your edges. I'm not dipping my hair. I'm not going to dip it. So you can dip yours if you like, but I'm not going to dip mine. So as you can see, I have a lot of baby hair. I left that hair out on purpose. I wanted that sort of look. I wanted that sort of aesthetic. You do not have to do that, okay? That was just my choice. I hope I'm not missing anything. I'm looking down at my notes. So, oh, this is another tip I wanted to tell you guys. Like, okay, so say if you had a strand that you didn't care how it was poking out, like it was just like irritating you or something, use your crochet hook to kind of crochet it through the braid a couple of times until you get it to lay how you want. So like now that it's been pulled over, it kind of lays a little bit different or so, or it's not poking out in your face as much. Or if you just, I don't care for how it's poking out. I think that adds to the look. I love that. But sometimes some would, when I would put them on there, it would just poke out kind of weird. So I would just use my crochet hook to pull it through the braid so it wasn't just like all in the way or just like not aesthetically pleasing to me. So that's what I would do. This hairstyle is going to take you a very long time. Okay, I braided my hair off and on for 2 days. This is not a quick style. So if you want something like this done, or if you want to do it yourself, be patient with yourself. It's going to take time. You know, it's not going to be quick. Okay, that's just all I have to say about that. Yeah, but that is it, guys. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you later. Bye.